Hello friends, welcome to HappyHacks. There has been a lot of fuss going around the death of an elephant in Kerala recently. And I am here to fact check that story and want to discuss about the dirty politics behind that incident. So to be precise, on June 2nd, NDTV released a news on its page regarding the death of a pregnant elephant in Kerala. And shortly after, there was a burst of rage in social media regarding this incident, and a lot of Twitterati got into the matter. And they started tweeting about the tragic incident. A lot of people were sympathizing about the condition of the animal, and it started spreading so quickly that shortly after it became a national issue. So, what are these people trying to achieve? Are they truly concerned about the death of an elephant, or is there a hidden agenda behind all this? So let's dissect this issue and find out. So first thing on to get a perspective is that this elephant was supposed to be fed with a pineapple filled with crackers. And if you have a little common sense, you can think that nobody would dare to feed a wild elephant. And sadly, the North Indians are not accustomed with these wild animals as we do, because the elephants that have been seen mostly in North India are tamed or domesticated elephants. These animals go through a great torture and pain to be tamed, and the BBC has an infamous video on this topic, and I will link that video in the description. And this video describes the brutal conditioning of these animals, and this happens primarily in Bihar and Jharkhand, and these wild animals are just tortured, and after this conditioning, they are tamed, and after that, they become friendly to humans. But wild animals and wild elephants are on another level. These wild elephants are not friendly like tamed elephants, and most importantly, they are dangerous. So people with even a little common sense would never go near them. You can Google for wild elephant attacks in Kerala and you can get a sense of what I'm saying. So that's the first false alarm. Normally, people won't feed wild elephants, and that's downright wrong. Actually, this is what happening in the forest regions of Wayanad and Palakkad. There are frequent attacks on wild pigs on farms. So, in order to ward off these pigs, people use firecrackers embedded in fruits like pineapple, and they would place these fruits in their fields. And when the wild pigs eat them, their heads will blast off, and they would be scared, and they would go away or probably die. As it happens, this elephant accidentally ate that fruit, which was there as a trap for wild pigs. And this is only a speculation of the wildlife officers, and we have not yet received any conclusive evidence of this actually happening. And there is other speculation also that there are homemade dynamites that are used for blast fishing in these areas. So, given the fact that this elephant was in water for 3 days, this would be a more likely scenario. But the social media knows for sure that some locals have fed this animal with a pineapple filled with firecrackers, and that's not the case. And that's where the problem lies. So these Twitter handles, which lean towards right-wing politics, have artificially boosted this thing. And they probably has a tunnel vision towards Kerala, and they are keen on observing any wrongdoings on the part of Kerala. And then they amplify this thing on the national media. A lot of things has gone correctly regarding Kerala during this recent COVID crisis, and our state has been receiving a lot of good press from national and international media. And these people, they cannot accept the fact that Kerala with its left-wing politics has gone this far. So what they are doing is that they are taking things out of context and amplifying that on social media, and this is kind of degradatory for the people of Kerala. So, and that's why these people are spreading this fake news. So if you take the timeline of this incident, and it actually happened on May 28th, and the local media reported that shortly. And since it was an accident, no one took it that much seriously, and it gained national attention only when NDTV posted that on June 2nd, and then got on, then Twitter got on, and then Instagram, and shortly after this was a national phenomenon. They had a they if they pick something wrong about Kerala, they would just brag about it in national media. And this is wrong. This is stop doing this. Stop spreading lies. So if you happen to see something like this, then please do your fact check. So something innocent on the surface may not seem like that. So I was compelled to make this video because I have seen this thing happening again and again. So if something bad happens in Kerala, then it's amplified on the national media, especially with the right-wing media, which lick the shoes of the right-wing politicians. And this is a propaganda in action. So let's not support this propaganda. Even though as an animal lover, I was literally crying when I read the post on Reddit. And then I realized that I have seen something like this a couple of days ago. And I went to YouTube and searched for that. And then that's when the evil plot was unveiled. Let's not support these people who are trying to defame our state, because we don't support their ideology. And sadly, nobody gives a shit about that. We have seen animal cruelty pan India, and people are not making a fuss about this thing. But if that thing happened in Kerala, then it's of prime importance. And it's being shown in the national media in their prime time news. This is propaganda. This is a fascist propaganda. And closely following this thing, another fact that intrigued me was that this incident actually happened in Palakkad district. But the fake news seem to show that it happened on Malappuram district, a district where minorities are the majority. And if you correlate this with recent incidents, you can surely see where they are going with this, and that's wrong. So please share this video to your friends, and I am especially making this video in English because of the fact that I want the people of India to know the truth, that these are accounts which deliberately spread fake news, and I think this is a coordinated social media attack. If you scrutinize this message, and you can see a pattern emerging, that a couple of high profile Twitter accounts will share news, and a lot of other Twitter accounts simultaneously starts retweeting the same. More often they use the same wordings also, and these are basically bots. As a programmer myself, I can vouch for that. These are bots, and they use a lot of these bots to amplify their voices, and you used to drown any unlikely voices against them. So that's the case with this also. So thanks for listening, and I'll give a lot of links in my video description so that you can do your fact checking also. And I'm also encouraging that you must do your fact checking, because don't trust anybody on the internet. They would be probably lying to your face, and you would never know that. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and thanks for tuning in. Bye bye.